Hello everyone.
Hi everyone, Pete and Grata here from 4th Purple House.
And tonight we want to do some tapping with you, like EFT. For people who've never heard of EFT, it's called Emotional Freedom Technique. It started off as TFT, which was a thought field therapy. And TFT and EFT were used extensively after the Twin Towers came down, which massively traumatized thousands of people. Thousands of people, maybe millions, had post-traumatic stress from the Twin Towers from 9/11. And today...
And even people who were injured were able to use it for pain control.
That's right. So this technique couldn't have come at a better time when many people were distressed and injured and people didn't know what was going on and deeply traumatized.
Similar as today, what's happening, we don't know what's happening, and there's a lot of stress and anxiety, and it can really help with that. Yeah. I know we have had another Facebook Live. I did one with Lisanna one time.
Yeah.
But
that's nearly a year ago.
It's a while ago.
Yeah. And sometimes we forget these really, really powerful techniques that are actually very simple to do. And I'm going to leave some instructions on the post as well, plus some sites. EFT is completely free. You can Google it. Yep. And there are many resources that you can that will show you how to do it. But Pete and I are going to do a demonstration.
I've had several clients that I've done EFT with amazing results. One guy, he was a businessman, had to travel a lot, and he was always really anxious, felt sick every time he hopped on a plane. And
so that's like a phobia then?
Yeah, it's a... Mm-hmm. And he used to tap in the airport and he'd fly fine. Mm-hmm. Another young girl was brought to me one time. She was stuck in a house with agoraphobia. She just feared, totally stressed out about going out, seeing people. And she was unable to drive. She couldn't work. She was unable to get to work. She couldn't drive. And I did half an hour of tapping around what she was afraid of. And it was a few months later I received a thank you card from her saying she was back at work, and she said occasionally she had to stop by the side of the road and do a bit of tapping and then she could continue on again. But it just frees up a lot of things that are we really get traumatized by, and frees our emotions.
Yeah, so like
blocked emotions.
At the moment there is a huge level of anxiety amongst everyone pretty much that we talk to, and it's very scary, and it kind of puts us into a constricted state, and our brain freezes over and we start to live on our survival brain. And actually what we also find is that then people start to behave nasty to each other, and we become critical and judgmental, and it's just not a good way to live your life. And I feel for people.
We can't think rationally when we're in that survival brain.
That's right. So we can't create harmonious relationships. And now more than ever, we need to stick together, and we need to support each other. We need to be kind to each other. We need to be able to have the capacity to love each other, and to love ourselves too, because often when we are feeling stressed and anxious, self-love goes out the door too.
Well, that's what EFT it encompasses, that area. With a sentence while you do the tapping, you say...
We're going to do a demonstration.
Say a sentence where you say you totally love, honour, respect and accept yourself. Mm-hmm.
So tapping, I'll just tell you shortly how that works. You tap on special pressure points on your body, or acupressure points, and those points are kind of loaded with energy. So they're like little energy gates, you could say. So during stress, it's almost as if they shut down, like your fuse box at home when electricity trips, the fuse box shuts down. But actually all your electrical wiring in the house is still good. Like there's nothing wrong with it. It's just you need to be able to go to the fuse box and flick them back up, and everything is functioning again. And we find that with people, they can be in the deepest stress, deepest pain, deepest discomfort, and we do tapping and it just drops it down so quickly. It's totally amazing. It's really amazing. And even if you find that it's not giving you much relief, sometimes it happens when you're doing it by yourself. Sometimes your stress levels don't drop down as quickly, but I'm still going to ask you to do it, because it's like paying it forward. Like suddenly a week down the track you realize, hey, I'm actually feeling so much lighter. I'm not feeling as tense, I'm not feeling as tight. So it's all really worth it. So we're going to do a demonstration, and you always use, well, I always say use 2 fingers to tap,
which is known as neutral touch.
Yeah. But don't worry about, you can't really get it wrong.
No.
You can't do any harm, you can't make it worse. The worst thing that could happen is that it had no effect, which it always has effect.
Some people, they tend to think that it's just taking their mind off whatever they are...
You might have thought that 20 years ago. That would be somebody like a young version of Peter.
You keep interrupting me. I need to do some tapping around that.
Yeah, okay. So Pete, we'll do this for fun. How stressed do you feel when I interrupt you all the time? From 0 to 10, how stressed?
Oh, sometimes it can get up.
Yeah, but it's always have to do it now in the moment.
Well,
right now.
Or you can think about a time when you were stressed and get that emotion up there.
But I was actually going to do a demo. So right now, how stressed are you with me butting in?
Oh, it can get up to a...
Yeah, but right now?
Well, right now I don't feel too stressed at all.
All right, well, so we'll do me then, okay? So right now, believe it or not, I'm feeling anxious. I'm feeling it in my heart center, so where that's in here, like it's a bit fluttery, and I actually don't know why. But you don't have to know why, that doesn't matter. So it's just like a sum total of all the stresses in your life, and then they go and sit in a part of your body. So I notice it sitting in my heart, and it also feels like when I get stressed, I also get angry very quickly. That's probably a European thing. Like I catch on fire, and then I don't like that feeling, that one little spark, and it could ignite me. I'm actually really good though. When I feel angry, I don't usually take it out on anyone, but I don't like to feel it. So right now I'm feeling probably a 7, to be completely honest. So you gauge yourself and you have to feel it right now, in the moment of now. So I'm feeling...
So you rate it out of 10, so graded was it 10?
A
7 out of 10.
So, and Pete's going to lead me through it now.
So you're feeling anxious, is that the word? Emotion?
Well, you disappear out of the picture,
so
come back in.
You do what I do. So even though I feel really anxious at the moment, I've got a funny feeling in my chest, I deeply and completely love, honour, respect and accept myself.
Okay. Even though I feel nervy, it's more a nervy feeling. Even though I feel nervous and angry, probably what's the word? I'm trying to think. Explosive, believe it or not. I'm hiding it pretty well, but I'm being really honest. So even though I feel nervous and angry, what do I say now? I deeply and completely love, honour and respect myself.
And accept myself.
All right.
And you tap on the same spot as you say that sentence. So
even though I feel nervous and angry, and there's something else that I can't put my finger on. Frustrated probably. Even though I feel nervous and frustrated.
That I can't put my finger on it.
And I can't put my finger on what I feel turned up.
I deeply and completely
I deeply and completely
love, honour, respect and accept myself.
love, honor, respect and accept myself.
Between the eyebrows. Even though
I feel turned up and I don't know why.
I deeply and completely love, honour, respect and accept myself.
I deeply and completely love, honor,
Respect and accept myself.
respect and accept myself.
So some people get stuck on one of those words. So Grada was finding it hard to find that word respect, and often that's one of the things that they are finding hard to
I
do.
don't respect myself, yeah. Especially not when I'm angry.
I had a chap, I'll keep going.
Even though I feel turned up and angry, nervous and frustrated and stuck, I deeply and completely love,
honour, respect and accept myself.
Respect and accept myself.
On the cheekbones, under the eyes.
Even though I feel nervous, turned up, frustrated, distressed. Oh, I know what I feel. Disturbed by the world events.
What's going on?
Overwhelmed, maybe even.
So you can add in all sorts of emotions that come up even while you're doing it.
Because the emotions will change. I'm not so angry anymore. I'm feeling more like a sense of overwhelm, because I know I have to trust in the big picture and all the rest. But that's the brain jumping in. That's not my body.
I deeply and completely love, honour, respect and accept myself.
I deeply and completely love, honour,
respect and accept myself.
Respect and accept myself. See, because I don't respect myself when I feel angry, because I used to be scared of my father when he was angry, because he would just explode and lose it. And I deeply disrespected him for that, and now I've turned out the same sometimes, which I absolutely hate. There's a hatred.
But anger is a normal reaction.
Not when it makes other people feel unsafe.
Normal emotion that we feel.
Okay, so I wanted to say these points here are really good for shame and embarrassment. So I'm just going to say this now, because I'm working through my emotions. So I'm going to say, even though I feel deeply ashamed and embarrassed, and I feel unsafe with anger and aggression, and I feel that in my body now, I deeply and completely love, honour, accept and respect myself. Yeah.
Now, there's points about 10 centimetres down under the armpit.
Where's your bra?
On the chest.
That's why women have bras, so we know where to tap. Okay,
there's
so on the bra line.
Little sore spot there. It's to do with the spleen energy channel.
The spleen is to do with self-acceptance or not. Like if you don't like yourself, you need to tap this point. So, but I feel my energy is changing so quick now. I feel real swollen in here, like, and that's often sadness. Well, and I feel sad now anyway. I feel like I will never cry.
So even though I feel sad and what was the other one?
Upset now. Even though I feel upset and sad and distressed
and
about the world situation and about the conflict and people hurting each other's feelings, and putting each other down, and people fighting when we should be pulling together, makes me feel sad. So I deeply and completely
love, honour, respect and accept myself.
Thank you.
Now, under the collarbone, just under the start of the collarbone on each side, even though I feel disturbed and saddened at what's happening in the world, people having a go at one another instead of pulling together in love, I deeply and completely love, honour, respect and accept myself.
I love it when you say that. I feel that working. So you can get your partner to tune in as well, and it works just as good.
Yeah, I had a client one time, she couldn't say what I wanted to say, so I said, I'll say it for you. And she tapped. By the end of our session, she was able to say it. Quite often people can't say, I deeply and completely love, honour, respect.
And yeah, I know I'm forgetting the respect. hard. You can do this with your kids too, like with your children, and like even if it's like a tiny little baby, you do it really, really gently, or your teenagers, you might ask if you can do it for them.
Out of 10, what would you rate it at now if you feel
well, that
emotion?
feeling is gone, actually. Still a little bit in my throat. So I'll just do a little bit more. Like I'm just going to say, even though, do you want to say it? That felt, Peter, that is really nice what you said, but you're out of the picture, Peter.
No, I'm in it now.
It's important to me that you're in the picture.
Even though I'm not in the picture, even though I'm feeling saddened and disturbed what's happening in the world,
and ashamed
and saddened, and I have
and guilty.
a constricted feeling in my throat.
That was guilt.
Guilt and shame. I deeply and completely love, honour, respect and accept myself.
Okay, and then under the arms.
Even though I feel saddened, shamed, guilty, disturbed at what's happening in the world, people picking at one another instead of pulling together and loving one another, I deeply and completely love, honour, respect and accept myself.
Okay, I'll finish. This is the finish line. I'm nearly at the finish line. Even though I'm feeling pretty good now, actually. So even though I'm feeling a little bit fearful still and a little bit sad, and even responsible, there's a sense of responsibility now. I deeply and completely love, honour, respect and accept myself. Is that it?
Yep, that's good.
That's good. Okay, so that feels much better. And I think it helped that you guys were watching as well, and giving me that energy or your attention helped to drop a lot faster as well. So my heart feels completely soft now and calm and receptive. And now I can also see that there's nothing I can do about the world situation. And by me bringing myself into alignment now, that's going to help the world more than anything, because we're all just walking antennas. We're emitting, or what's the word? Emitting? Transmitting all kinds of energy. And if we're just constantly walking around stressed, that's not going to help.
Plus, if we're in that stress mode all the time, we're not digesting our food properly. We're all tense. Our muscles are tight. We're not. Everything goes wrong. We're pumping up our blood pressure. Really bad for our health, our immune system, everything.
Yeah. So and I feel so calm now that I'm thinking. I can literally feel my creative brain open up. So when you're calming again, like you're out of a stress mode, then you're in your natural self. You start to actually come up with really creative solutions, and you start to see the positive side of everything, like of being the people in Melbourne who are locked up. I'm even starting to feel a little bit more optimistic about all that now too. So I hope you enjoy this, and I'll put some instructions on the post, and you can start doing it.
It works also for physical pain. I had a guy come to me with a long history of chronic back pain, and he asked whether I could do something for him, and I gave him one of my normal treatments, and at the end of it I said, "How's your back pain?" And he said, 8 out of 10 still. I said, "Oh, well, didn't seem to do very much for it." So I said, "Just do what I do." And I did 2 rounds of tapping and got him to say all sorts of emotions that he would have felt over all those years. And in less than 10 minutes, probably less than 5 minutes, it was a 2 out of 10.
Yeah.
His back pain.
So the trick is tune into what you're feeling right now in the present moment, and be really, really honest with yourself. So don't dry clean it, don't whitewash it.
No.
You need to hook into the
totally
pain.
honest and hook into what you're feeling.
I was doing, and it will change actually. It will change quickly. So like if you start off feeling angry, but then a few minutes later you might feel sad, you need to go with a new feeling. So that would be then the sadness and so on. And you keep doing it till you feel completely neutral or happy. Sometimes people give up too soon, so don't give up too soon. It's very easy to do. Just keep going till you feel awesome again. It also really helps your immune system. There have been people and doctors who've looked at their blood, doctors who had the flu, this is years ago, when we could still talk about the flu. They looked at their blood, they could see how their blood looked sick. They did like 20 minutes or an hour of tapping, looked at the blood again under a microscope, and their blood was completely healthy. So that's also really blows your mind away, doesn't it? So, any more you want to say, Pete?
No, not really.
Thanks for watching, everyone, and for tuning in. And let us know how you're getting on. Sing out, send us a comment.
It's extremely powerful.
And if you have any questions, let us know. And also what I wanted to say, our business phone was disconnected, still is actually. We didn't realize. We're having a little bit of trouble with Telstra having its wires crossed.
That's what I should have been tapping on.
Yeah, that's right. It's been very frustrating. But hopefully we'll get it sorted tomorrow. So if you want anything, just send us an email or a message here.
Or ring our mobile.
Ring our mobile, I'll put a phone number there. Hopefully it's all sorted. So everything is good. Hope you have a good sleep, and see you next week. Stay safe,
Have a good
everyone.
week. Yep.
Bye-bye. Lots of love from us. Bye.